Omera Radio Entertainment.
Hello, my name is Mike, and today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeOmeraShow.com/Amazon. It's quite simply the best way to support this show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeOmeraShow.com/Amazon. Bookmark it, please.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeOmeraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
It is Thursday. It is March 20th, and we are half an hour till tip-off as we tape this show. We are half an hour to tip-off.
Can you tell me about marriage?
The marriage. A man stands before his academic credentials. Yeah, that man gets into American University. Then when that man is 54, his
How
team,
old?
54,
Yes.
his team decides to go to the NCAAs.
Did you know that one of our listeners from the Las Vegas area, I think his name is Mike Bitterman, filled out his bracket with VCU and AU in the finals, and he had AU winning. So I'm pretty sure he's going to win $1 billion.
I have to start. I have to do it right now. We're going to do that at the beginning of the show.
Your bracket?
I'm going to fill out my bracket with your help. Can we now have? Has anybody? You guys?
I've done mine online.
You've done yours
yeah,
online?
I won the $1 billion from Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I go there and do that?
You can do that, but it'll probably take the majority of this program.
Really?
Yes.
Well, no. I mean,
I can
I'll
do
just,
it for you if you like.
No, I don't want you to do it for me.
Because then
and
you know what, that'll
welcome
be
to the new
awkward.
2014. I want to do things for myself, Oscar.
Yes, but should we do it during the show?
I think it might be fun.
All right.
I mean, it's the time. It's the American University Eagles tip off against the Wisconsin Badgers not 1/2 hour from now. And Oscar,
as we record, it is just past noon Eastern on Thursday. Sadly,
let's see what the cutoff is.
My bracket has already been eliminated.
and Oscar has the TV on, so True TV. So I'm going to be able to actually watch the game as we're doing the show. I won't be too distracted.
Say it the right way.
Sports.
True TV. True TV. No, you know what? The guy that I'd like to be
Who?
With his paycheck
Who?
is the guy that goes only by Bravo.
Oh, I don't like that guy.
Only by Bravo.
I don't like that guy. I would like to be the Thomas's English Muffins.
I'd like to be them all.
You want to be them all, and you
that's
can be them all.
And be the ball.
Yes.
That's what they say in the NCAA.
Are you ready for the new
All right,
theme?
We're gonna do brackets when we start the show. What's the new theme?
You forgot already?
The birthday thing. Day to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay.
Oh, hold just quickly. The Quicken Loans
Stop that music.
$1 billion bracket challenge registration is closed.
Oh.
Yeah, you just missed it, Mike.
Oh, that's a shame. What
man.
time was it open?
He was so happy to share that information with me. It's
You know
like,
what? Do you want to
just
double
didn't
check
do it. If you'd prepared more and you'd paid attention, maybe you would have been in.
Don't you want to double check that he's not just making it up? He makes
Well,
stuff up.
Anytime he's reading off that computer screen,
Yeah.
it is a land. It is a sea. It is the Indian Ocean of bull else.
His computer's not even on.
Well, grab that thing. I'm sorry, it's all closed
Oh,
out.
okay.
Let me see your computer. Oh, I just got off the webpage. All right, now tighter and brighter for your listening pleasure. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yay.
And our newest, youngest listener is Vaida Lobdol.
Yeah, it's a good guess.
Veda?
I think Veda.
Veda Lobdol.
Like Darth Vader.
Nothing like starting the Thursday birthdays with a name that is completely and totally unpronounceable.
It looks like a jumble.
Let me see. Greetings and welcome. Born March 14th, 10 pounds, 13 ounces.
Ooh, big baby.
That's a biggie.
That's a huge baby.
Yeah.
That's a huge baby. Baby. Look at that baby.
You know what the baby said?
What's that?
You don't know me.
And a close second place to 7 pounds, 7 ounce Palmer Roger Harms. Born March 6th, chin up, Palmer. It's an honor just to be nominated. Not as big as Veda or Vaida.
No.
Happy birthday to the fabulous Cole twins.
Yay!
Maddie and Becca are 14 today. Wonderful, wonderful kids. Maddie is into cheerleading. Becca is into gymnastics. And they are both into their smartphones. Well, as of 11, 12, 13, that becomes
Got
routine.
a super dad as well.
And
That's the
since they
best.
live near the Trump National Golf Course, could they get a greeting from the Donald? All right. Hello, Maddie. Hello, Becca. This is Donald Trump. They're great. You're going to be very, very successful. I predict an incredible success and a long run. You're going to do really well.
Is success good?
Success is good, and I will run for president.
No, you're not going to run for president.
Well, I will only run for president, Rob, if the Cole twins support me.
I like when you greet me.
That's right, Rob.
It's going to be huge.
How about Maddie, and how about Becca? Maddie, Becca, Becky, Maddie. Or Becca, Maddie. The Cole twins. Way to go.
Thank you, Donald.
Mark Poremba of Iowa City just turned 47 and has spent nearly 20 of those 47 years listening to Mike. He's a good boy.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel old.
Yeah.
It should make you feel
And there you
old.
are.
It doesn't make me feel as old as watching old movies, which will be in the body of the show. I wish to talk about a particular movie that I watched in its entirety that I believe was 7 hours long.
I think, I would think old movies would make you feel young.
It had an intermission in it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's interesting. Jennifer Neff, we used to work with the Neff.
Yes.
Turned 33 yesterday. Can Bob Barker tell her what she gets? Well, I'll say that Mark Poremba of Iowa City just turned 47. Am I supposed to get it, or do you have it?
No, you're supposed to have it.
Hold on, I got to find it. Wait a minute. Hold on.
See, Bob doesn't have to run his own instant replay on the set of The Price is Right.
He wouldn't dare.
Yeah.
And do you think it's under...
I think it's under NEW.
Yes.
Oh,
WNEW.
No. You mean that
Talk
great
amongst
heritage
yourselves.
station?
I really want to find this.
You had a question. You were going to ask a question that looked like.
Yeah, well, Rob Roddy.
Rod Roddy.
Oh, damn it.
Rob Roddy. That's his evil twin.
All right. Jennifer Neff is, she turned 33 yesterday, and I am so happy that Jennifer Neff has turned 33. Rod, tell us what she's won.
It's a new Corvette!
That's right, wonderful.
Oh, Cameron.
Congratulations, Jennifer Neff. What a wonderful prize. Let's pull back the curtain and see what we've got for Jennifer.
It's a new Corvette!
Thank you.
Nothing like a new car on a Thursday.
Love it.
No one ever says this next fella's name correctly. His name is Stephen Nowell.
Right, exactly.
There, I did it.
You did it perfectly.
All he wants is correct pronunciation, and for Charlie Warren to talk up Chicago for him.
Did
All
Charlie
right?
do that?
Oh, I
Sure.
can't wait.
Oh, good. I've been very excited to play this jingle.
Merry Christmas from WMAL AM 63 Washington.
WMAL, Charlie Warren Show. How are you? Have you seen a good movie or a good play? Make sure you give me a call at WMAL. Also wanted to say hello to Stephen Nowell. He uses a trowel, and he calls his friend Colin Powell. And he's got a very overactive bowel.
Oh, dear.
Yes, that's Stephen Nowell. Good guy. Hope he has a fabulous birthday. And there's the correct pronunciation for you. Hey, Stephen Nowell, got a bit of advice for you. S&D.
Oh, how much fun.
I love it.
Lots going on in my brain on that particular bit there. Thank you. Dateline, New Freedom, Pennsylvania. Wes Armstrong is about to turn 50.
How old?
50.
50, the 20.
Can he have some advice from Mike about how to cross over to the dark side? The dark side of 50?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
As you get closer to the end than the beginning.
Well, I'm going to use the voice of Dr. Evil.
Okay.
All right, here you go, Wes Armstrong. I know you're 49 and you're soon going to be 50. I found the best way to stay young is to find a younger bride and impregnate her.
Send the letters to Mike at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
50
Tomorrow,
plus.
Ms. Callie Lynn McGrady. Callie Lynn McGrady having a St. Patty's Day fun. Callie Lynn McGrady. Anyway, she has her first birthday. How about an Irish blessing from Father O'Charlie?
I didn't realize he'd achieved priesthood.
Oh, wow.
Well, hello, little Callie Lynn McGrady. I suggest that when you get to be 5, you come to O'Charlie's and have some chicken fingers.
But she's only one now.
She's only one, she probably just has little baby food.
That's right.
If she comes to O'Charlie's when she's 5 to 10, she'll get the little chicken fingers, chicken wings, and she'll eat all the finger foods that have nothing to do with the old sod.
I have a song for you, Charlie.
Do you now?
I do.
Play it. Oh, there we go. Hell of a mixing job there. That's good. Still learning the new board, are we?
No, just stupid.
DJ Rob.
Just stupid.
2 B's.
That's all I am.
And
Second B
Father,
for blunder.
Father O'Charlie says, have a happy one, Kylie Lynn McGrady, but you're not hearing my voice because you're one. All right, anyway. A couple of St. Patrick's Day babies born March 17th. Leesburg's own Ben Stembridge is curious about how it would sound if Peter O'Toole, Jesus,
This is great.
asked Robert De Niro what Ben was getting for his birthday.
Interesting.
Wow, this is
Great cocktail.
and this bit, because it was set up by this the dad, obviously,
Yeah.
Right.
is a cruel father because he wants me to say that Robert De Niro punchline.
Right.
So, I would like to ask Bob De Niro, now that I'm dead and in
dead,
heaven, I would like to ask Bob De Niro, what will you be getting young Ben Stembridge for his birthday? He's getting nothing! Nothing! We want to send that out to the rest of the building as I scream through this opening segment.
I'm
Thank
sure
you.
it's fine.
Also on the 17th, 39-year-old Chris Razor wonders if Bob Hope is perhaps taping a special across the hall and could stop by. All right, well, there he is now. He's coming through the door right now.
Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, some wild stuff. Hey, I want to say hi to Chris Razor. He's sharp as a razor. You know
That's
what I mean?
wild, isn't it wild?
Yeah, razor thin, huh? Yeah, what a razor. Okay, yeah, thanks, bye. Yeah, got burned out on that one.
Jesus Christ, Rob.
Heavy lifting today.
Poor Jillian Hallman. She can't be home for her birthday. She's stuck in Puerto Vallarta, drinking beer and listening to TMOS. Oh, poor you. Happy birthday, Jillian. Cesar Perez, obviously one of Oscar's people, is high maintenance. He is turning 40, and he wants advice on being 40 from Bane. But Bane doing an impression of the Grease Man. Oh, my
God, please, I can't wait.
This is the reason I drove in today.
Oh, man.
My dog Blue, he licks his nasty doodads. Hobble-doo-ga. Maggots? Oh, maggots, we have so many maggots on the line.
Hey, Bane.
Yes.
I was wondering if later on today you were going out looking for some ugly women.
Ugly women. Oh, Estelle, ya pig, ya. Yes, sirree, I am a lawman. Sergeant Fury. Thank you and happy birthday.
Oh, that was really
That was a
great.
10.
Oh, my God. Bill O'Reilly is always right, but is it right to say happy 42nd birthday to Ken Lamoureux? Bill? Well, let's see. No. Let me tell you, Bill Lamoureux, he wants something special because it's all about him. It's always been about Bill Lamoureux. Bill goes to a party, and, he walks around a room, and it's like, look at me, notice me. And the fact is, Bill, there are other things going on, other things you like, you got to pay attention
Hey,
to.
Big Bill O'Reilly.
Yes, Rob.
Can you do the Grease Man?
Sure. What he does is the same thing. It's basically a different character that he tries to do the same shtick all the time. My dog Blue licks his nasty doodads. Sergeant Fury, the good ship Grease, all the other crapola.
Blower
And then he
activate.
and Blower activates. That's right, Oscar. Blower activate. He gets all his callers, calls them maggots, and says hi Grease. Cooking with Grease, all that good.
Yeah.
And then he says AMF and he goes home. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill.
All right, very good. I gotta go. Thank you. Bye.
That was wonderful.
David Johnson has a birthday this Saturday, and all he wants is a certain Beatles song on today's show. Happy birthday, David, and stay tuned.
He will get it today.
Oh, he's going to get a Beatles song?
Absolutely, yeah.
Very good. Newsflash, Kobe Klein. That's a great name.
Isn't it?
Kobe Klein.
Kobe Klein?
Kobe Klein is having a birthday, and he just observed his 20th year Omeriversary. He'd like a double greeting from Miracle and Miley. Pony Boy?
Oh, my God.
Happy birthday!
What's your name again?
His name is Kobe Klein.
Happy birthday, Kobe Klein.
Hey, that was something.
Yeah, it was.
And
Show prep.
we close with the traditional birthday song for Dawn Urbino. Happy birthday, you dizzy broad. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. All right. I'm going to catch a shower, and Rob, you're going to start the show, you hump.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for that outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
The new law of evolution in corporate America seems to be survival of the unfittest. Well, in my book, you either do it right or you get eliminated. In the last 7 deals that I've been involved with, there were 2.5 million stockholders who have made a pre-tax profit of $12 billion. Thank you. I am not a destroyer of companies. I am a liberator of them. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works. Greed clarifies, cuts through, and captures the essence of the evolutionary spirit. Greed in all of its forms. Greed for life, for money, for love, knowledge, has marked the upward surge of mankind, and greed, you mark my words, will not only save Teldar paper, but that other malfunctioning corporation called the USA. Thank you very much.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
Live from the Pfeifferplex Studios, this is the Mike O'Mara Show. Broadcasting all over the planet, we are powered by Encore Insurance Services with over 22 million downloads. Actually, it's more like 22.5 million downloads. Hope you're enjoying the audio quality from our new DC studio.
It's Bob Stack.
We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com, and we are heard over the air on the mighty 1630 KCJG in the heart of the heartland. Go Hawks.
Hey, I want to say hi to Ann Suter, also in Spain.
Ann Suter. Box.
Easy.
The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily radio show and podcast with the greatest listeners in the world. Why?
Why?
Because they get it.
What about Gene Baxter?
Gene Baxter and Kevin Ryder were lying.
Our show today is brought to you by Sleep Number. I would like to talk to you about experimentation.
Hey,
For a long time, everybody knew that I had a sleep number of about 90, almost, and a couple of times I had it maxed all the way up to 100. About, I want to say a little under a week ago, I switched my sleep number setting to 60 just to try it because I have a new sleep number bed that I absolutely love, and I was so conditioned to using it on a particular setting of 90 that I never experimented with it.
You have that
And
flexibility.
I went down to 60, and I will tell you something. You can choose whatever sleep number setting you want.
Right.
But my 60 number now is just, I'm experiencing pure bliss. It is just a lovely cocoon of a delicious bed that I love more than anything. And not only, you would think it's going to be a softer mattress. It is softer than my 90 setting, but it actually contours to my body, and I feel incredible. And I actually didn't think I could get my back pain to ease up even more, and it has with the Sleep Number. Nice. I'm giving that all the credit. Maybe you've considered getting a Sleep Number bed, but you thought you couldn't afford one. Can you really afford another sleepless, restless night? Now introducing the all-new Sleep Number P5 bed, featuring the latest innovations, comfortably priced. I love my Sleep Number bed. I really do. I'm not making this up, you people. I will tell you that I love getting in it, I love getting out of it, and I love the way I feel when I've slept in it all night.
Changed your life.
My Sleep Number setting, as I said before, is a 60. Right now, save $400. That is the lowest price ever on the popular Sleep Number P5 bed. It's absolutely glorious. Find your Sleep Number setting today at any of the 425 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by calling 800-511-0061. That's 800-511-0061. And don't forget to tell them that Mike sent you.
That's the main thing.
That's Mike O'Mara with an apostrophe.
That's right.
Write it down.
Can't go wrong.
Capital
Memorize it.
O, apostrophe, capital M or small m?
Capital M.
Okay.
If you're going to do it really properly, but, it wreaks havoc with computer systems.
Understood.
I have in front of me the 2014... Is that the game? Is it starting now?
No.
They're the Badgers. Boo!
They're warming up.
Boo! Badgers.
Boo, Badgers.
Let me
They're
eyeball
warming
these.
up.
Let me eyeball these Badgers for a second here.
Tall
okay?
white guys.
12:40. We're 20 minutes away from tip-off.
Any of the Martskis playing on the team?
You see, that's another reason. It's a grudge match between me and Rudy.
Yeah, I know that's the reason that we don't talk to him anymore.
Oscar, you said that the brackets would take the bulk of the show.
The better part of the show.
I'm here to tell you that we have less than 10 minutes to do this, and I'm going to do it correctly.
Okay.
And And incidentally,
Well, I
after-
thought you were gonna jump into one of the online gambling sites, maybe FanDuel, a great site we work with.
Sure.
Or maybe you were gonna go to the Yahoo Sports because they've got the $1 billion on the line.
You know how you said you wanted to do something for me?
Yes.
Here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
I'm going to fill it out right
Yes.
here. Then you can take this information and perhaps a
And
couple
put
of
it in the
dollars.
bank.
And you can count on it and print it and take it upstairs to the fat man. But let's go through
Who's the
right
fat
now.
man?
You're
that's-
looking at him.
It's Goose Scotches. Oh, by the way, we'll get to Rob and Mike inside the Starbucks.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Jesus. I mean, the only thing that was missing was the effing mini bike. Let me just say this.
God.
Let's do this. I'm going to go through really rapid fire.
I love it.
And I want you all to use your best judgment. Now, you
Right.
filled out one of these before, so
Yes.
you put some time into
I
it.
have.
And the only wild card here is I got to support my alma mater.
Now, will they go all the way?
Well, I have to put them all the way.
Where are you gonna start?
I'll put them, I'm going to put them in the final four.
Okay.
Are you
I'm going to
starting in the
start.
South?
I'm going to start in the south, up in the upper left-hand
Okay.
corner, and then I'll move down to the east. Then I'll do west and midwest. All right.
Yes.
All right. And now I can do my first bracket because that's easy. The number one seed is Florida against Albany. That's
Heavily favored.
That is a walk, Florida, and that's where I'm moving. So I got to go with Florida.
But if Albany wins, Oscar, it's what's known as a bracket buster.
Now the tough
nice
one.
one, Rob.
Here's our first really tough game. Number 8 seed, number 9 seed, Colorado
Go
and
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. We have family in Pittsburgh.
Okay,
Great
Pittsburgh
city.
is good.
Yes,
Great
All right.
sports town.
And I'm just going to put Pitt in the interest of speed.
That works.
Oh, God,
now-
God, we're saving so much time.
Now we have the next one is San Francisco, Austin. Is that SF Austin, right, or is it SF
It
Austin?
says you're looking at the VCU Stephen F. Austin.
It's Stephen F. Austin.
San Francisco, Austin.
San Francisco, Austin.
Yeah,
You know what?
That's my second really huge gaffe. The other one is when Angie was here, and I put L. Rem, the lady that offed herself, and Angie said, it's Loren. It's Lauren.
That was embarrassing.
I
I
think
know.
that
That was very
Yeah.
embarrassing.
I
Thanks
didn't
thanks
pile
for
on-
pointing
I
that
didn't
out.
pile on. I actually helped you if you listen back.
I think that
You didn't help me.
Oh, he did.
You were.
Oh, I helped
No,
you.
he did. He was
I
condescending
jumped
about it.
right in.
Yeah,
It's
you
Loren.
did.
Yeah, you knew that. You knew
San Francisco, Austin actually is a blog that I read.
because I love Rob
great
Spiewak.
author.
I'm putting VCU over SF Austin.
Oh, and they're going to
Okay.
win it in a
you go.
walk. That's tomorrow they play.
UCLA Tulsa. Got to go with UCLA.
Of course.
go wrong.
That's what happens when the smog
4
clears.
versus 13.
Ohio State Dayton. I'm going to go with Ohio State.
Dayton is a game
Not
that
a
grown-ups
problem.
play.
Thank you very much. Syracuse Western Michigan. I'm going to go with Syracuse.
Qs.
Really?
Yeah.
Orange
Absolutely.
man.
They didn't accept either of us for college. You're going to pick them?
My niece's husband is from Syracuse and is like a maniac for Orangeman basketball.
Okay. Does he paint his body?
Oh, stop it. New Mexico, and you just calm down during this segment. I want people to get a benefit out of this.
Really, what do we say every day? We want to teach.
Yes.
New Mexico, Stanford.
Stanford.
Really?
Yeah, they're smarter.
Even though New Mexico, no, I'm going to disagree with you, Oscar. I'm going to go with the higher seed.
Where
New
are they
Mexico.
playing? Where are they playing? Because if it's a Heat, New
They're in
Mexico
the
has the
South.
advantage. Yeah, they've got to go with
The
New
Heat.
Mexico. Yeah.
They go where
They're indoors.
They're going to be playing in St. Louis.
Hey, we're indoors. It's hot here.
Where are they going to be playing? Indoors.
In of doors?
Let me see. Kansas,
Coliseum.
Eastern Kentucky. Kansas, of course.
Yeah, you can go
Basketball country.
Number 2. All right, we're jumping into the East.
All right, we're going into the East bracket right now.
All right.
Virginia, got to go with Virginia.
Of course, it's our home
against
state.
Coastal Carolina.
Local.
What is that? A college on the beach? All right.
Sounds like a vacation destination.
All right, Virginia. Then we got Memphis, George Washington.
GW, baby.
Got to go with George. No, they were a rival. I'm going with Memphis.
Ooh, when
burn.
a local bunch of boys goes to the big dance and he picks against them, you know what that is? Dazzling contest.
hey, Barack Obama.
Here's the thing. I want the focus to be on my local boys, which are the American University Eagles. Cincinnati against Harvard. Well, they're well educated, but they're not going to beat Cincinnati. All right, so that's Cincinnati.
Great
wins that
chili
one.
What about your New
Cincinnati.
England roots?
Not going to do that. Not Harvard.
was a
Michigan
great
State against
miniseries.
Delaware. Got to go with State. Michigan State.
Okay.
All right. Michigan
4 versus 13.
State.
That's a smart
North
call.
Carolina Providence. Got to go with North Carolina
Tar
on that one.
Heels.
Absolutely. All right.
was riveting, by the way.
It was this. This is. Do you think this is dull?
No, this is great.
Well, why did you say that?
No, I didn't say that.
I'm
Did I say
sorry.
that? Oh, that was
I
inside
didn't
my
hear
mind.
anything.
That was my id. It
That was
supposed to
him
be inside.
That was him jumping in to help you about Loren.
My super ego was supposed to jump out
Iowa
and
State
stop it.
against the NC Central. I'm going to go with Iowa. Of course, Iowa State.
Yes, you have to do that.
Even though
I don't
like,
know. I think they have a rival with Iowa.
UConn against St. Joseph's. Got to go with UConn.
Of course.
And Villanova against Milwaukee.
2 versus 15. You got to go with the 2 seed.
Yeah, Villanova. Absolutely.
Oh, we're almost done here. West.
Now we move on to the West.
West.
That's right.
Arizona against Weber State.
Arizona.
I don't like colleges that specifically deal with only one thing, making grills.
Yes.
Gotta go with Arizona.
You could use the German pronunciation, Weber.
Gonzaga against Oklahoma. You always pick Gonzaga.
Yeah, that goes back to when Julia did the picks.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Gonzaga!
She liked it.
Oklahoma against North Dakota State. Got to go with Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What else do they have out there? Except basketball. San Diego State versus New Mexico State. Boy,
You got to give it to San Diego.
Yeah, they're the number 4 seed.
I don't know.
Rob, why do you say that?
Because in New Mexico, they play with heart.
What?
They want it more.
See, I knew it was. He was completely fabricating that. Baylor and Nebraska, got to go with Baylor.
Go Bears.
All right, thank you very much. Creighton against Lafayette. Louisiana Lafayette. I'm going to go with Creighton.
Okay.
Creighton.
This next one's tough, Mike.
Oregon against BYU. BYU.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's a Catholic.
And BYOB.
BYU. Wisconsin against American. It's happening. And I'm going with the American University Eagles.
By how many?
In a stunning upset. Incidentally, this is one of the biggest splits in seeds. The number 2 seed against the 15 seed.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
Weren't you spilling a lot of number 2 seed when you were at AU?
Yes, I was. But not with anyone I knew. Anyway, Wichita State against Cali
This is the
Polytech.
Midwest.
I got to go with Wichita State. They're the number 1 seed.
And then you've got Kentucky and Kansas State 8 versus 9.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
all right.
Kentucky knows basketball.
It's the heritage. That's what we're talking
You know,
about.
they're great cagers down there.
Thanks, Rob. St. Louis against NC State Xavier. I'm going to go with St. Louis. All right. And incidentally, if you're hating this, my apologies, but everybody's talking about it today.
They are.
So we are too.
Louisville, Manhattan?
Louisville. All the
Yeah,
way.
naturally.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
6
And
versus 11, Mass versus Tennessee.
UMass, of course. Absolutely. And Duke versus Mercer. How can you not put the pompous, successful, overachieving
Duke lost to Virginia.
Duke?
So, Mike, you're picking Duke.
Did you not pick Duke in your first round?
I did. I
you
hate
did.
Duke.
Texas against Arizona State. I'm going to go with an upset. Arizona State.
Yeah,
that is
good
upsetting.
man.
All right. Arizona State. And Michigan against Wofford.
Wolford?
Never heard of Wofford.
Wofford.
Is it WOLF?
It's WOFFORD.
Oh, they're not a real school.
All right, so it's Michigan.
Barack Obama picked Michigan to win the whole thing.
All right, and
Going well
now-
for him.
All right, now it's coming down to Florida against Pitt. I'm going to go with Florida again.
Good.
Man.
Then we have VCU against UCLA. Sorry, Rob. UCLA is going to.
Then why even finish filling it out? Just throw your money against a wall.
Ohio against Syracuse. I'm going to go with Syracuse winning that one.
Hughes.
Very good. And then New Mexico against Kansas. Kansas advances. There we
like
go.
that. Good
And
call.
then we have Virginia against Memphis.
If he
Memphis
gets-
advances again.
Rob, if he gets this right,
Yes.
we're all going to feel like idiots.
Then we have
I
Cincinnati.
already feel like an idiot.
Cincinnati against Michigan State. I'm going to say Michigan State advances. All
Are
right.
you sure you want to eliminate VCU that soon?
Yes, I do.
Wow.
North Carolina, Providence. I'm going to go with North Carolina. There we
this
go.
guy.
Yeah, he's moving now.
Then we go UConn against St. Joseph's. UConn advances.
All right.
I'm sorry, UConn Villanova. UConn advances.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Then we go over to the West again. Arizona Gonzaga. It's going to be Arizona.
Yeah.
Then we go Oklahoma San Diego. In an upset, San Diego State is going to beat Oklahoma.
Oh, that's
This is where you're going to look really
Yeah,
smart when
this
this
is
one
when you're
comes
gonna
true.
change the game.
This will
All right,
offset
there we
the fact that you discounted VCU.
Baylor against Creighton, and it's going to be. Oh, that's my tough one. That's the
Baylor.
one.
Baylor.
Why? Why?
V.
What?
They've got more of these.
C.
Oscar says Baylor should win because
U.
it's a
VCU.
blacker school.
VCU. Go, Rams, go.
Oscar was actually pointing at the countertop, which happened to be black.
That's right.
All right.
That is
Baylor.
a legend.
No, it was not. For one thing, dude, you're on camera.
yeah, but you can't see me from that angle.
I believe we
BYU.
can.
BYU against American, and I'm going to go with BYU.
No, Mike, play with your heart.
No.
You know what? If you pick that, you'll never forgive yourself.
Tough.
Oh my God.
BYU.
The competitive streak has overtaken his heart.
Maybe
There you go.
tough.
Wichita against Kentucky. We're
So
going to go
sad.
with. That's going to go with Wichita State.
Okay.
All right. And let me see. Then we go
Do we
to
have a little more basketball music?
Bring it up.
St. Louis against Louisville. Going to go with Louisville. There we go. And then UMass against Duke.
You gotta go with Duke.
You got to go with Duke.
Mike loves picking Duke.
Yes, I do. I do it every morning. Oh, my God. We're almost out of time. Arizona State against Michigan. Michigan again. A lot of Michigans that are going to be in the dance this year. And now we're going to the Sweet 16.
Oh, this is where it gets tough, Mike. You don't want to do. You
No,
don't
it's
want
not. This is the Elite Eight.
Yes.
Sorry,
Oh.
the Elite Eight.
So even tougher than the 16.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, and I will give you my Elite Eight leading up to my Final Four and my go number one.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Whoa, my Lord. Basketball. Oh, my Lord.
At least we're doing it in a condensed way.
What this is George Harrison's song "My Sweet 16."
Yeah, all right. Our show is brought to you Amazon. Amazon is fantastic. Help the show. Support Amazon. Get all the stuff you need for spring. Go to MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. That is the best way to save this show and support this show and enjoy this show.
Best thing you can buy on Amazon today, an electric fan.
Right. Yeah, it's hot in here. Click Amazon at MikeO'MaraShow.com and don't be afraid to bookmark it, bitch.
I stand
Thank you.
corrected.
And if not save the show, support the show.
That's right.
The show has been saved. We're all born again. Yes.
There are at least 4 white guys on Baylor's team. I stand corrected.
Oh, well, at least...
Are they mostly in management?
I appreciate that insight. All right, now we're getting to the Elite Eight, and now it's getting tough. We got some tough games here. Florida against UCLA.
Oh, this could be anybody's game, Mike.
If Florida has a great basketball team, I'm going with Florida again.
You should.
Very good, thank you. And I like Oscar, who doesn't know any more than I do about this.
That's the number one seed.
You should.
Well, what he is, he's youthful and he's exuberant, and that carries credibility.
Perhaps the toughest pick of the entire tournament, Syracuse against Kansas.
You got to go with Syracuse.
I do, but I'm going to go with Kansas.
Oh, no.
All right.
That was the worst conversation I've ever heard.
Let me just go back to say Kansas.
Let me recap
that. I'm going
that.
to go with Kansas.
He said, you've got to go with Syracuse. Mike says, I do have to go with Syracuse. Kansas.
Kansas.
He doesn't like being
Correct.
told what to do.
Memphis against Michigan State. Michigan State.
That's another bracket buster there, Mike.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to go with Michigan State.
Memphis. You know,
This is going to be a huge Final Four. Here, mark my words. This is going to be a huge Final Four for Michigan fans, everybody.
your excitement has redoubled since this show began.
Absolutely. And then we have North Carolina against UConn. Boy, this is tough.
No, I know
The
what
number
I'm-
6 seed against the number 7 seed.
It's going to be UConn by a mile.
UConn. I'm going to go with Rob.
Oh. And by the way, that's not spelled
Think that's a big mistake?
Y-U-K-O-N.
I couldn't tell you, Mike. This is your bracket.
You know, though, it's the number 7 seed against the number 6, so they're very closely matched.
Yeah, but North Carolina has, well, they're both great basketball schools.
They are great basketball
And what if
schools, you have to
one of them
remember that.
suffers a debilitating injury between now and that game?
That happens.
It could happen.
You care so little. So do we all. Anyway, Arizona, San Diego. This is now we're into areas I don't have any idea. I'm going to go with Arizona.
There you go.
Arizona.
Because Oscar used to live there.
Yeah, close to
Baylor
Arizona,
against
Tucson.
BYU. I'm going to go with Baylor.
Yeah,
That's a good
call.
pick.
Good call.
All right, and then we have Wichita State against Louisville, and I'm going to go with Wichita State again.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Ugh.
Anyway, then we have Duke against Michigan. Now, this may be one of the
You know what?
toughest
Do you need
ones.
silence for this?
Michigan. It's Michigan.
Number 3 against number 2.
Michigan.
Always go with number 2.
Had a better overall record. Has a better team, just on paper.
It's going to be a very, very tough battle, but I'm going to defer to Mr. Santana and go with Michigan.
Well, it wasn't a leap of faith or anything.
I think you did very well with that
they're
choice.
both. I mean, I could have gone with Duke,
Yeah,
and that
you
would have been
could've.
a big deal. We are now going to get to
Watch
now,
Duke go
1,
all the
2,
way
3,
now.
4, 5. This is the Elite Eight. All right,
Yes.
that's
Oh,
my
this is
Elite
Elite
Eight.
Eight, okay.
Now we go to the Final Four. Who's going to be in the Final Four? We have Florida against Kansas, another horse race. I mean, this is very, very difficult.
Horses don't play basketball.
Shut up, Rob. Let me see. Florida's. It's going to be a good year for Florida. I'm going.
All
with Florida.
right.
Hey, not only are they going to
Go
win all these
Gators.
games, they're getting a new favorite son.
Michigan State will beat UConn.
All right.
Wow.
I
You said
told
that
you.
definitively.
I told you it's going to be a good Final Four for Michigan. Arizona against Baylor. Oh, I got to go with Arizona again.
Arizona.
I think that's wise.
Incidentally, I'm not doing anything really like a stretch here because Arizona's the number 1 seed.
Who's your wild card?
Seed, and then Wichita State against Michigan.
Oh, wow. It's going to be tough.
Told you it's going to be Michigan. 2 Michigan teams in the Final Four.
This is craziness.
You know, it'd be funny if he actually had the brackets wrong and he just was using the same teams from one conference like the East.
Why does that say 2013?
I got it right. So now, boys, who is going to be your national champion as we go down?
So our
We whittle
four
down the,
choices are Michigan, Michigan State.
It's Florida against Michigan State and Arizona against Michigan.
Okay,
You know,
well,
this
well,
is the question that's on everybody's
Well,
mind.
wouldn't you say, Mike, that they're both going to the finals? Not
Yes.
going to be the national champion?
I think this is going to be a great Final Four for Michigan fans,
Yes.
but it's going to be they're not going to go to the final game. They're not going to
Okay.
go to the championship because it's going to be Florida against Arizona.
Really?
Wow.
Right.
That should be interesting.
That will be.
Yeah.
I was thinking it would be a Michigan deal.
And how come there's no place for my champion?
You put it right in the middle.
Right in the middle?
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Mike,
Florida.
I want you to take pause because
Florida
this is
will be
key.
your national champion.
Fantastic.
In honor of Mike moving to the state.
How much money would you like me to put down on it?
$3,000. $3,000.
I don't think our corporate card has that much.
$3,000 says that I can make $1 million on my wager.
Oscar, $3,000 and one zip one.
I'll go $3.
$3?
$3.
What's the odds? What is it? What's his return on $3?
I have to see. I'm
Are you going to
now.
FanDuel
Yes,
right
I
now?
am.
How about 10?
Mike,
Yeah, how about 10? No, Rob,
20.
I don't want to go with 20.
go with 20.
I don't want to go with 20.
Yeah,
This is
buddy.
it. I don't.
I'll take care of the betting. We can progress.
All right, let's.
Oscar's going to put $10 in his pocket and walk away.
Oh, I was getting nervous because the picture went away, but they don't run commercials when you're stealing it. Anyway,
We're not stealing it. It's an internet feed.
I know. I was making joke funny. Hey, come on,
Hey,
stop
people
it.
can find us now.
All right, welcome back to the show. Whoa, whoa! Thank you for humoring me during the brackets, but I've been.
How do you
staring
feel
at that.
about them?
I feel incredible.
Really?
I feel
can't miss.
The brackets are incredible. There we go. How about that?
Marvelous.
Yeah. Wondrous.
Where did you buy that little copy stand? Just out of curiosity.
I bought it at it's a little store. It's actually a kiosk at the mall. It's called Things That Piss Mike Off.
No, isn't it? Didn't you go? It's the place right next to. What's the novelty store that they
Spencer's?
had? Spencer Gifts.
Spencer Gifts.
And it's that store called Disappointments.
That's it. It's called Disappointment.
The worst copy stand in the world.
Right next to the
Just
Sharper Image.
Fell over.
It's actually the best of three that we've had.
Oscar, you know what we haven't done in a long time?
Chess?
We haven't delved into Rob's World.
Oh! I can't wait to hear
Rob's
this.
World of puppy dog tales and trips to Chinese restaurants and couples dinners, and life is all sweetness and light. And
Yeah.
his wife works her ass off, like
She
almost
does.
works herself to death.
Yep.
And Rob just flits around going to concerts and going to everything he wants to go to.
If Rob could, and he will eventually as we kind of evolve with our studio setup here,
We've never gotten this far in, have we?
Yeah, but I like it.
he would live his life with a 5-mile radius. Like from his home.
Everybody should, if you could.
Yes.
Think of it.
It's so boring.
Why?
What, don't you want to go and check out new things?
Haven't
see
you
new
not? Have you not?
restaurants?
How old are you again? Like 22.
I'll be 36 in 2 weeks.
Okay, for those 36 years, have you not taken at least a portion of your time and surrounded yourself with things you like?
No.
You see, this is where you have failed.
I
Because
haven't
for
failed.
43 years now, I've surrounded myself with everything I love. Why do I want to leave
Well,
that?
the thing is, you are the perfect suburban. I mean, you do not have any sense of adventure. You actually, but you do venture out when you want to see people that have had a sense of adventure. Like you'll go see your Paul McCartney.
Well, I'll go to a concert, yeah, because he doesn't.
You'll go to a concert, but
we
but
don't do a lot of venues in Leesburg.
But what would the idea of Nirvana for Rob Spiewak would be?
I wouldn't go see Nirvana.
Would be a brand new venue where they have concerts
State-of-the-art.
would open up like in his town.
Oh my God! And it could share a parking lot with Costco.
That he
So
would
when
be very
Costco
happy.
closes, then
Right.
the parties can go there and then go see a concert in Leesburg. It'd be great.
When I ask the guys, occasionally I'll say, okay, we haven't gotten into Oscar's world. And
Right.
Oscar will come up with something like, he destroyed laptops and
Right.
or he passed out on a sidewalk. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for.
Right.
Dangerous.
When I ask for Rob's world, it's school plays, bake sales, and going to
It
concerts.
has never once been a bake sale.
We never really dive into the fact that your long, incredibly suffering wife,
Yes.
is just really killing herself by doing the most hours in the family. I mean,
Oh,
working her
absolutely.
ass off
As
all
a
the
matter of
time.
fact, poor kid today. Today's to be her day off.
Yes.
And she went in for an hour to take care of a project and now has to stay for 5 hours. She's working 5 hours on her day off. I feel for her.
You don't.
I do.
You don't. You
I
don't.
do.
That wasn't,
Say
that
it
wasn't
like that,
sincere
you
at all.
don't.
What I do, though.
That wasn't sincere.
Well, okay, let me try it again. 5 hours on her day off. Does anyone deserve that?
Right.
I feel for her.
He's
Was that better?
smiling. He's smiling.
I'm not
with his
smiling.
eyes.
I'm not smiling.
You do
With
not feel
my
for her.
eyes.
You're smiling with your eyes. How is she? Let's talk about her for a second.
Okay.
How is she doing? Is she
Better.
doing okay?
Better.
Really?
Things are better at work.
Really?
A little bit.
What does a little bit mean?
She's not crying in the car
no
anymore.
tears before she walks
No
in.
tears, anything.
Okay. Well, the holiday season's over, so the stress. the
that
stressful part.
that actually is a big
Yes.
part of it, and she's working better hours that she enjoys more, and sometimes certain employees that she doesn't favor have move to other locations, and that helps too.
When she is at home, would it be safe to say that because of your total involvement with your children and the
Right.
fact that she works so hard and that she doesn't really, we have jobs, thank God,
Yes.
that we love. There's not a day that I come in here where the microphones aren't turned on where I'm not having a good time.
True
and
enough.
that's been
Blessed.
for a very, very long time, and I'm very happy about that. The fact is that she does not share that with you.
She does not.
And
thing
she
is,
doesn't
is
share the time commitment with you because you don't have to do this for a long time.
She doesn't have a career that she's passionate about. What she has is a job,
So-
and I feel sorry for her for that, and I genuinely do.
Does this allow you to be the jolly parent at home? Are you the parent that, because I've never asked you this,
Okay.
She's parenting
that
them.
Julia and Robert, it always seems you're taking one of them or the other to some
Somewhere.
fantastic event, and she's never there because she's working. And my question to you is, does this mean that, are you the one that the kids run to now? And,
No, I'm still the muscle. Believe it or
really?
not, I'm still the tough parent.
You're the tough guy?
Yeah. Mhm.
You're the hammer?
I
Can
am,
you
believe it or
define
not.
muscle?
Well, it's not a literal word. I am the tough parent, and they don't come to me when they want a soft touch. They still go to Carrie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's encouraging. We're going to get to the inner cookie of the Rob Spiewak
The
home
soft
life.
inner cookie.
We're going to talk about Rob and Katie and the Cake and Cookies podcast, where occasionally Rob and Katie get too drunk to podcast.
It happens.
And we will also talk about Julia's play, which premieres tonight.
I'm out of my mind.
And the stage mother, who is being a little too stage mothery.
You see, I don't think I am.
Well, we'll have that discussion when we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show. Guess what's going to be waiting for me when I come home today?
The happiest family in the world.
No, I am talking about the American University T-shirt that
Oh, that's
I ordered.
right.
Because I tracked it this morning, and it is arriving before 3 o'clock today.
Fantastic.
So, and I will hopefully have it. Oh, my God, the game has started.
Oh, they're down by 2. It's over.
It's
2-0.
They are down by 2.
It's 2-0.
It's just the start.
Hopefully, when I arrive home, I will celebrate the American University Eagles win with my AU T-shirt.
Oh,
That would be
Did you get anything
excellent.
for Carla yet?
Otherwise, if they don't win the game today, the T-shirt that I got from Fanatics,
Yes.
I will put it up on for sale, unwashed, untouched, unworn.
I think you will probably get more money if you say it's a Mike O'Mara game-worn
Celebrity
T-shirt.
worn.
Game worn.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll change my son on it. Anyway, get ready for the madness. March Madness.
fan over here.
The greatest month in sports has officially kicked off. The brackets are here, baby. It's going right now, and I love my American University Eagles, and they're going to win today. Make sure that everyone knows who you are rooting for. Go to Fanatics.com and stock up on official team gear. They've got it all.
They have it all?
Jerseys, hoods, hoodies, T-shirts, jackets, pullovers, everything, every team and every size. Fanatics.com has the largest assortment anywhere, from all of the 64 March Madness teams to pro teams. They've got it. NASCAR as well.
I found a sweatshirt that I thought you could only find at the West Virginia University bookstore. that
Really?
I've been looking for forever. I've actually asked people that they're going back for games, home games,
Right.
to pick me up this sweatshirt. I found it on Fanatics. First place I've ever found it, because some of the swag you think is only for the campus. right?
Don't be fooled.
Yeah.
VCU is so bad about swag and gear that even if you go to the VCU website, you can't find what you need. But Fanatics has everything in
Got it.
every size.
I
And as far as West Virginia, you can root them on as they play. Are they playing in the NIT?
NIT, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Check that sweatshirt for spelling errors before you buy
You know,
it.
the NIT, as far as college basketball, everybody wins a trophy. Anyway, while you're there, enter to win a $10,000 Fanatics.com shopping spree. All you got to do is put on your favorite gear and snap a selfie, then upload it to Twitter, Instagram, or Fanatics.com, and tag it with hashtag #SelfieFanatics and @Fanatics. That's Fanatics.com. Use our code TMOS for free shipping with no minimum. Fill out the bracket and look great while you do it. Where sports fans shop. Fanatics.com. Don't forget TMOS. That is the code.
Awesome. Great website.
All right. Still, as
How you
we
feeling?
are in the very early, just the get-go stages of the American University Wisconsin Badger game, Wisconsin leading 4-2.
I mean, look at the height advantage.
I know. It looks like they're playing a bunch of
Yeah, it's like the
people
Twin
from Game of
Towers.
Thrones. It's really-
He passes to
there we go.
Dinklage.
Well, it's 6-2. So it's already shaping up to be quite the blowout.
I'm sorry.
No.
Tune in tomorrow.
Seriously, you're going to play in Division I basketball. Why are you getting guys that are 2 feet tall? Or how about a 3? Oh, another turnover.
Oh, no. Here we go.
That's this sucks.
You're a passionate fan.
Yeah, this is. I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to turn this
I
off.
can.
Less than, Mike, it's less than
No,
3
no,
minutes.
no,
into the-
no,
I'll
leave it on.
minimize it. I'll
Leave
minimize it, and then-
Let's get back to Rob Spiewak.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
It's time for Rob's World, everybody. And Not only do I want to talk about Cake and Cookies, your
Right.
new podcast with Katie Powers, Von Herman, Von Beanie.
Exactly.
I want to talk about your daughter who has her play. And Rob and I had a discussion, Oscar, coming in today where he's talking about the fact that his daughter's play premieres tonight.
It's a Thursday, a Friday, and Saturday. There are 3 performances.
And when my parents would support me, they would always come to my plays. There's nothing better. I really, really enjoy it. But you know what Mr. Spiewak is doing?
What's he doing?
He's going to all 3 nights.
Oh, my God.
Is that seriously?
I wouldn't do that.
I've been
would
holding
not,
off on this. Let me just say this.
I wouldn't do that if you had knitting needles in my bag. I wouldn't do that.
Well, we don't do that.
It would be agony for me to do that.
No, he loves his family. Look,
He does love his family.
it's hard to be objective when it comes to this because I was so unloved growing up that I couldn't imagine my
And that
father coming to
continues.
anything I did.
That continues to this day.
I'll tell you this much. I remember we had the spring fling, which was the spring chorus, and
Yes.
I was in the chorus. Shockingly enough,
You sang?
yeah, horribly.
Really?
And well, not in high school, in like middle school and elementary.
Oh,
when
when you
everybody
have
just
to.
sings,
When
yeah.
you have to.
And
I thought I was thinking of him in Glee.
my father was supposed to come and watch, and I was
Right.
excited because my father had never come to anything.
Right.
And I remember my mom showing up late, and she said, "Oh, your father had to work late."
Okay.
So she just showed up, and I saw her in the back of the auditorium or the gym where we had it,
And
I
it felt
said-
good, didn't it?
It felt. It was like, you know what, the old man's grinding along.
Sure.
What do your kids say when they see you every day, day in and day out at their events? Dad's got nothing to do. He's got all the time for this.
Yeah, that's what they say. They say, Dad, you loser. Why do you make Mom cry?
Now,
Why are you here?
Will Carrie be going to all 3 performances?
Of course.
She will be going
Oh
to-
my God, you couldn't separate her out of that with a crowbar.
So do both of you have to go?
We don't have
Don't
to
you
do
have
anything.
like a magic audio vault to work on or something?
No, I'm actually planning for the next 2 days, Oscar, for very, very lackluster performances on the air.
No, I consider this not the norm. What you're doing, not that it's
I
not,
don't know.
I'm
I
not
think it's
I'm not
the
gonna
norm.
critique because you're a good parent. All 3 performances. I mean, there comes a point where I've tried to make it as the part of the broken home deal.
Sure.
I've tried to make it to many, many, many of my daughter's performances, orchestra concerts, plays that Catherine has been in. But as far as attending all 3, even at the high school level,
right?
The concept of attending all 3, extremely painful.
Now, this is a big deal
Still
to me.
Kids performing.
It's a big deal to me because I don't know what to expect. And right now, I am actually a little nervous. Well, I'm very nervous for her. I've not heard her sing her song.
Right.
I've only run lines with her like once months ago. So I don't know what to expect. I know approximately what the size of her role is. It's a big one. And I just want to see her do good and have a great
What if-
So
experience
you
with
go
it.
tonight and she
What if she
hits
kills it tonight? Yeah,
she kills it tonight, and you're like, okay. But you're going to go to the next 2
Of
shows.
course.
Of course.
I don't
What's
see
the
the
time
disconnect.
commitment?
It's like a 2-hour show. Like going to a movie.
How far from your home?
Oh, almost walking distance. 2 miles.
Okay, so
I will not walk.
So you're talking like 8 to 10 p.m.
It's 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
How many other fathers, and I'm asking you to completely ballpark this, how many other fathers do you think would attend all 3 performances? And is it 3 performances
3
or 4?
performances. It's actually, they have 2 casts.
Okay.
2 casts, so they do the show twice. One weekend is the first cast. Next weekend is the next cast.
Oh, they do? They have 2 full casts?
Yes, that way
How
they
many kids in the school?
Oh, it's a big school.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 complete
And
casts.
although no one has admitted to it, what I noted when I went to a rehearsal, there's a tall cast and a short cast. I think they've actually split them up by height because, there's a lot of height discrepancy between 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
Wow.
Because you've got some of the boys that are like this and some of the boys that are like this.
So the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders are all, they can all audition?
They can all audition.
So
Julia's
everybody
in the
in
tall
middle
cast.
school.
Right.
Okay, she's in the tall cast?
She is, and that is tonight. And I would say, I think we've addressed this before, parents and their responsibilities at school and PTA and everything has shifted since I was in school. And I think more is asked of parents, and I think 70% of parents will go to all 3 performances.
Oh, no.
70%?
You are dead wrong, my friend.
That's my guess. You know what? I'll ask around tonight and find out.
This is where Rob lives in Rob's world. Because
what time's the show start?
I would say
7 o'clock.
maybe 10% of the parents at your school, just
Okay.
any given school in this area, this
Okay.
Washington, D.C. metro area,
Right on.
have the schedule you have.
That's true.
So I would say 90% of the parents can't afford 3 nights of their kids' school play.
Well, when I was when
Time-wise.
my daughters were in middle school, a 7 o'clock performance, you would have 10% certainly of the dads there, because 10%
We're commuting home.
Couldn't make it.
Yeah.
All right, what
Couldn't
about
make it
how
home.
about not both parents, but a parent?
You live in a bubble. Admit it.
Do you really think? I mean, so you when you do all these different things, you see all the parents all the time.
You do.
It's
As
like
a matter of
incredible
fact,
representation.
as of I think Tuesday of this week, they had pre-sold 800 tickets.
Here's the thing
for
that I
this
don't understand.
weekend.
You know what I don't understand?
Talk to me, Mike.
This is a triumph. As far as I'm concerned, this is being a good father and being incredibly supportive of the show. Why is it bothering me so much?
Because we never had the luxury.
I know.
You know, you and I would get off at, let's say, 2 o'clock today,
Right.
and then go work another job if we were Rob's
Well, when I was
age.
doing afternoon drive
Yeah.
is when when my kids were in there,
Yeah.
and I didn't have the luxury to do that. I'd have to blast out early to do that.
And
I know.
you had the bar to go to.
Yeah.
Remember that? The second
Again,
business.
I couldn't support my children. It would get in the way of my drinking.
That's right. That's right. We need to knock off a little early.
Almera's open, so he had to be there as
Of
soon
course.
as he got off.
Of course.
Is there, honest answer here.
Yes.
Is there anybody when you see them that
Hello,
gives
Catherine.
you a vibe? See, you're so wonderful in
You're
this
too
regard.
kind.
You,
You love-
don't.
you
wait a
love
minute.
so
Let me
hard.
finish. You don't process like I do, and you are better for it. Trust me.
Yeah. Okay.
I know this, but is there anybody that gives you the vibe that you might feed off of a little bit when they see you, like, oh, there he is again.
Yeah.
No, I
there
don't
he
think
is.
nice. No.
Every single fight,
Yeah.
here's the one hosting the show. He's there.
much
there,
vacation
there.
does that
I mean, he
guy
spends
get?
more time at the school than the kids do.
No, I don't get that.
You don't get that.
There, and you know what? As far as being a volunteer and stuff like that, I am a lightweight.
Really?
There are people that live at that
Men?
school. No,
not
no,
men.
no.
Mommies?
Yeah.
Mommies.
Yeah.
You are more
But Mike,
active than
I
the
want you
average
to know.
mommy.
I want you to know that women are allowed to vote. They get equal pay for equal work. They're
Yeah,
just
but
as good
the
as
disconnect
us.
is this: is that your wife suffers
He's handling it very well.
Your wife suffers every day.
Yes.
right.
Yes,
and
she
she's
does.
been suffering.
This is about the time in the show I always cough up the lung. Swear to God.
So, what if your wife took care of those duties and you took on a second job?
Let me think on that. What kind of job?
Something in retail like she has.
Something like that?
Because those hours allow for that.
Well, you know
especially
what?
With your schedule.
I just dropped off an application, but sadly they're closing the Radio Shack. So that's just gone.
No,
that's
see,
that's
for my,
time well
for-
spent.
For my purposes, just like when you went, now that I want them all. I want all of you guys. I want all of you.
Yeah, but think
So
about
let's
the
not go down
discounts.
this road. I
Think
don't
of
want
the
him to start
discounts.
feeling guilty.
No.
We're way past that.
I'm on the committee. I will be at all 3 performances. I will also be setting up and taking down the chairs and selling the candy bars out in the hallway.
No. Actually, what I did the easiest volunteer. As a parent, you are required to volunteer for something for the play.
Right.
And I did not volunteer for anything this week or next week, but I will be chaperoning the roller skating party the weekend of April 5th for the cast.
Now, when you get there, 7 o'clock curtain?
Yes.
And what time will you get there? What time will the Spiewak family arrive?
Well,
and you're not, tell me you're not dragging your son to all 3 performances.
I think it's his choice.
Oh, it is not his choice. There is no
I'll let
way
him,
that he would want to
I'll
go to
let
all
him
3.
choose. I'll let him choose.
Don't they
Really?
hate each other?
You know what? That's
I
the
mean,
funny
you said
thing.
that.
That's the funny thing.
Hate each other. They don't
She
hate each
might
other.
hate him. She very well might hate him. But he thinks the world of her. But he'll never let her know. Yeah,
Hey,
that's
and
what-
she came to the basketball game, right?
Absolutely.
The championship
Yep.
game. So that's the mutual support. But there's no, if he says, like, for example, he doesn't need a sitter now, right?
No.
So if he chooses to stay home, you'll let him stay home?
Of course, I'll give him that choice.
Now, when he says, are you coming to the, is he asked? Do you ask him, or does it just
will be-
assume that he's
here's-
going to be in the back of
it is
the
assumed-
Tahoe going to the school?
It is assumed he will go tonight because tonight is opening night.
Okay.
And then I'll say tomorrow, do you want to go tonight?
Would he, if he said, I don't feel like going, he didn't go to any of the performances, would there be any backlash from Dad?
Not from me.
question.
Not
Really?
for me, but I think Carrie would give him crap.
We'll give him a little crap
Yeah.
about it?
Carrie is me times 3 when it comes to involvement at school. And what happens is, that's the weird thing, is that Carrie doesn't have the time to do everything she wants to at
Yes.
school, and that makes her
You
crazy.
guys love so well. I don't know how this is possible. I remember my
it's a
parents
model, is it not?
would stroke a check
It's
and
a
say,
model.
take this in with you.
Makes me sick to my
Take
stomach.
this in with you for the play. And I said, well, I'm not even in the play. Apparently we have to do something. Here's some money.
Yeah.
That's it.
My folks came to one of my shows every time I did one. It was fantastic.
and
They
you know
had a
what?
great turnout.
I think my folks did the same thing when I was in shows.
So now, do you think that is there any danger in showing up for all 3 of making the children feel
Coddled?
Coddle.
Too
Not
loved?
coddle. That's
Is there
too
such thing
love.
as too much
Is
love?
there too much love? Great question, Oscar. That's the way to form it. Is there such a thing as too much love?
Can
Rob
we draw?
Spiewak?
Can we draw a line between love and support?
Support. Too much support.
Don't you think
You
that
know
she
what-
will feel supported knowing that her mom and I are at every show? And it's only 3 shows.
If I was a kid, and my mom and dad were going to be at every show, I would have loved it. That's how I have to.
no, I would have
that's
been
how I have to.
embarrassed.
You know, you. Well,
Because they would have needed a translator. I mean, it's true.
what if we did like
That may
Viva
be the end
Zapata?
of the cold. That might have been the last.
That was
bit.
the last piece?
That might have been the last bit that came up because
At that
of that.
point, they were still getting their English on.
Well, maybe we could do a play like we could do El Cid. We could do something like that.
Getting their English on. Here come the 2 people that are babbling away in the back of the theater. Please don't come to performance number 2. Please don't come to performance number 2.
Oscar's mom comes in with a bag of oranges.
Right.
Hey. My dad would be translating to my mom.
Oh my God! I would have been
Right now, Danny Zuko is saying that he wants to buy a car or something.
I remember even in college, Streetcar Named Desire. I was doing that play. My parents came to the Thursday night show, and I got a standing ovation. It was one of the greatest memories.
Yep.
I will cherish it, so it's important. And when I look back on my childhood, if my dad was at a Little League game or something, it was always very important. So I think maybe when it comes to kids, what the danger is that they expect it. They expect it. So she does another performance, and you're not at all 5 of them. That can be.
Well, I
that
mean,
can be a
again,
problem.
we're talking
You're
about
setting the bar for yourself.
We're talking about 3 shows. If it were to be 6 shows or a run of, then maybe it would be a different thing.
Look,
but
now,
it's
you
only
can't- now,
3.
I've been going easy on it. You cannot tell me that you are going to enjoy 3 middle school performances. I am sorry, but the fact
I've
is,
been thinking about that. I think tonight
it is not possible.
I think that tonight,
Unless
even
it's
if
the
they
New
do-
York Academy for the Arts, it is not possible.
I think even if tonight is the show of their lives, I will not enjoy myself because I'll be a bundle of nerves for her.
But afterwards,
I might enjoy tomorrow's, and Saturday maybe I'll be hanging in the lobby.
Do you sneak beers in?
No, you sneak beer before.
But the fact is,
You're sober up. by the
and
time
it
it's
course
over.
down with supreme respect to all those kids.
Of
who
course.
I'm sure worked really hard.
That'll be good when the principal says, "Can I smell your breath, Mr. Spiewak?"
It is still a school performance, and I will tell you what you get in a school. And Rob will back me up on this because I've done it before. The lines are delivered like this.
You won't hear anything. You're right.
And I mean, when you have to sit there and listen to all the other ankle biters go through their little speeches before your darling
Wouldn't
gets
it
up
be
on stage,
How about you
God.
wait till high school to really see what she does?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll probably not go tonight. Come to think on it. Just call it off. Oscar, you make a lot of sense.
Do you really enjoy the performances? That like everybody
This
else
is the first time. This is the first time she's been in a play that I'm going to.
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about everybody else that you. It's like everything.
But
with
you see,
kids.
I
you want to see your own kid.
I have never been to a performance of this, in this ilk for my kids yet. This is
Okay.
the first time she's done a play.
All right.
So this will be a learning
this is your
experience.
weekend. You're into it.
Well, yeah, I'm.
Okay.
I'm very, very scared for her. I want
10
her to
years
do
from
well.
now, he's still going to every performance.
How is what's that?
10 years from now, he'll still be going to every
Oh, he's in
performance.
theater arts. He'll be at every. This is it. This is incidentally. This is his kid being the starting shortstop on the high school
He'll be
baseball
the
team.
booking
And you
agent.
know what? Mike brings up a very valid point.
He'll be
I-
backstage with a dress, going, "Mate, straighten up your hair. That's right. Put on the rouge.
Who did
Put
your
on the rouge.
makeup?
Who
Who
that?
did your makeup?
That's terrible.
Get a wig.
But I never pushed her towards this. She chose to audition by herself.
See, I'm all for pushing.
And
I
this
plan
is-
on who's that kid? Todd Marinovich.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
No ice cream cake for
And he's
you,
going to
kid.
have it. It's not going to be like the dad that can throw the football. It'll be me like in a wheelchair, like Mr. Potter, going,
shove me up.
I feel, Michael William, you need to do another sprint. I'd like you to take a lap around the track again. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to compete with the other boys.
As Mike gets older, his two-a-days, his morning workout's going to be pushing Mike around.
Yeah, absolutely. Run faster.
We're going
Run
up the
faster.
hill. We're
I
going
want-
up the hill.
When I'm in this wheelchair, I want to feel the wind in my hair, Michael William. That's why I push the goddamn thing harder.
But
God
the
damn
thing
it.
is,
Mush.
in high school, that's all I
Through
did.
the snow.
Put the chains on.
That's right. Listen, take the wheels off, lift the right side up, and put the sled blade on.
All I did in high school, my involvement was all theater stuff. And if she wants to continue to do that, that to me is great. But I never pushed her in that direction.
Incidentally, Rob was the inspiration for the musical Gypsy.
That's right. Google it, Oscar. It's actually a really good joke.
Oh, funny enough.
And you know what? If you really want to continue giving me crap, I lettered in theater. That's how much of a drama queen I was.
It's not really possible.
You know, it is. It is. I've got the M.
participation,
I've got the M.
The Magruder?
No, Madison.
Madison. All right.
Go Warhawks. Go metal detectors.
It's where is Madison? McLean, Virginia?
No, Vienna, Virginia.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you hate Vienna.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let us know how the performance goes.
I will.
You'll have a review tomorrow?
If I make it through the evening, yes.
And we still didn't get to cake and cookies. We'll have to do that at a later time. We'll talk about how you were too drunk to podcast.
These things happen, Mike.
We'll take a break, come back with more. This is the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Whoa. Hey, we want to tell you all about our bonus package. It's not too late to jump on the 2014 bonus show bandwagon.
You know what? We should do a bonus show today.
I think that's a great idea.
How
we
about
are doing
that,
one
Oscar?
today. And we're going to talk about the fascination. On Mike O'Mara's bonus show today, it's the fascination with death.
Yes.
That's why CNN has 750,000 reporters covering this plane that's just getting insane right now. So check it out. The bonus show packages are available. That is every TMOS bonus show since we started. At $69.99, you save over 25%. We also have monthly packages, and as always, you can still buy each episode a la carte. So you spend that money, you get everything we've ever done. Check it out. All the details at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
That is so exciting. That's almost as exciting as American being up by 4.
Are they really?
They're up.
Is that why you turned it off?
Yes.
Because I get totally distracted?
Just trying to help everyone out.
Can you just show it to me, please?
Well, you are talking about the game, right?
It's just a huge upset if they do it.
Yeah.
They're up by 4?
Up by 7.
Up by 7.
Anyway, check out all the details at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Carla, bring the T-shirt.
Remember, order now. You won't miss a single second of the bonus fun. The 2014 TMOS bonus package, because 5 hours a week just ain't enough.
From around the globe, across the nation, and looking through your neighbor's window, the Mike O'Mara Show now presents News You May Not Need, a comprehensive look at the stories you may or may not be talking about during your daily activity.
Come on.
And now, news you may not need.
You want to see it?
Yeah, I want to see it for a second.
Okay.
In the news you may not need today, the American University Eagles are
up by 4.
All right, 17-13 over the Wisconsin Badgers in the... Are they in the second period?
8 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first period.
Second quarter. Sorry about
Still
that.
early.
Second period. God, come on, Mike. Get your act together. Aircraft and ships plowed through bad weather today in search of floating objects in remote seas off Australia. The latest on the Malaysian jet that has been missing for 12 days is that the Australian Intelligence Service or Satellite Service has provided evidence that there may be a huge chunk of this jet in the southern Indian Ocean.
Big. Like, was it 7 meters, they said?
Everybody's talking about it right now.
Who called it that said that it was going to be in the water? Was it Mike? Did you say it was going to be in the water?
I don't remember.
I said it was going to. I said they landed in the water like Sullenberger, and I was called an idiot. So I don't know if I get half credit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know.
But I'm going to all 3 press conferences.
You'll never know. We'll find
Officials have cautioned that it could take several days to confirm if they were parts of the Boeing 777. And Malaysia's government said the search would continue elsewhere. Now, that just seems, I don't know, to utilize your resources effectively, I think you would probably suspend for a little bit and check it out. But I mean, because it's a tremendous expense right now.
It's been there's been so many days between the actual disappearance and the finding of this debris. Wouldn't it be conspiracy theorists can continue to, even if it is the debris from the 777 flight?
What are they going to say?
They're going to say that somebody could have just planted it there if they don't find the box.
Well, anyone can say that. But also another thing is that
that's 1,000 miles out off the coast of Australia. I don't think,
and it's tough water. It's fast-moving water with 9-foot chop.
They're not going to be able to do that.
And it's been that long. I think that if they find 2 pieces, there could be other pieces 1,000 miles away already.
Yeah, and that's the problem, because if they do find this and it's a piece of the jet, finding the black box and all the information, as Rob said, it could be thousands of miles away.
And they've only got 18 days of the transponder pinging.
So we'll have to wait and see.
Left.
But it is I hate to call it a positive development for the families of people on that jet. But, if they have some closure, I think that could be a good thing.
Closure, though tough, is oftentimes the first step to healing.
Toyota Motor Corporation will pay a record $1.2 billion to resolve a criminal probe into safety issues in a deal that could serve as a template for how U.S. authorities approach a similar investigation into GM.
This is why I buy American.
Yeah, but GM's going to have to do the same thing.
I know, but until then, I'm still going to buy American.
They might even affect your car that you drive.
I know.
That actually might be. The settlement between the Justice Department and Toyota includes an admission by the auto manufacturer that it misled American consumers about 2 different problems that caused cars to accelerate even as drivers tried to slow them down. And GM's got their own problems with a recall right now.
Yeah. So and I've got a Chrysler which fails to accelerate anytime. So.
Fierce solar blasts Don't you like that?
I love it.
It's a great start to the story. Fierce solar blast.
They're almost as popular as Mumford and Sons.
That could have badly damaged electrical grids and disabled satellites in space. Narrowly missed Earth in 2012. Did you know that?
That's when we had communication problems, correct?
I think it could have done a lot more work on the grid because this apparently missed the Earth and came very close to disrupting all of our electrical activity on the planet.
That would have been nice when I was building the studio.
They would have wreaked
Maybe
havoc.
that was the problem.
They would have wreaked havoc on the Earth's magnetic field, matching the severity, I didn't even know about this, of the 1859 Carrington event. That have anything to do with Dynasty?
No. What happened is the Carrington event. There was all the magnetic fields were disrupted and everything fell off the refrigerator.
No, that's the blast that knocked out the telegraph system across the United States. I've seen the imagery of the sun and the solar blast, and it does get a little crazy.
Do you remember when we were on terrestrial, the solar flare period would really screw with our feed? I mean, we get
carry the
complaints
signal
all the time.
forever, or it would kill your signal.
It would kill it.
Yeah.
It would kill it because we were still on satellite.
Do you
then.
ever wonder when they're looking through those giant space creature telescopes, and at some point, because it's so vast and we don't know everything, and our scientists can't tell if everything's out there, that one day they'd be up on one of those mountaintop observatories, and they'd look through the little viewfinder and say, "Oh, call somebody!"
Exactly.
You know, I mean, you never know. It's a large place.
You know,
so
there's
we'll
one
have
right
to-
around the corner here.
An observatory?
The Naval Observatory.
I believe the vice president might live there.
They have.
I thought that
public
was.
tours.
I thought that was for looking at belly buttons.
Starbucks Corporation, Rob and I were just there today, will add a celebrity blend to its big tea push when it debuts Oprah Chai, a tea-based drink created by media mogul Oprah Winfrey. Winfrey and
Is it an anal tea?
Winfrey and Starbucks chief Howard Schultz clinked teacups on Wednesday at the company's annual meeting as they announced the new brew, which will go on sale at Starbucks and Teavana stores in the United States and Canada.
You are so into your chai tea now. Will you drink Oprah tea?
Well, I have to get a lower calorie tea because my venti with skim milk is still not low enough in calories for me to enjoy.
Did you get a number?
Though.
260.
It's like a Coke. It's not bad.
It's bad. It's bad.
But it's great for your voice.
Yeah, I mean, well, it makes me feel good now
And
that
your
I'm
energy.
battling this cold. Absolutely right. Starbucks, the world's biggest coffee chain, is looking to tea as a way to keep expanding its sales as competition grows in the coffee market. And isn't that typical Oprah? Who will I partner with? How about Starbucks?
That's right.
How about the Richie Riches get Richie Richer?
Yeah, but-
you know?
Tiffany not available?
A California toddler survived a 3-story fall, saved by a couple who were moving into a new home and threw a mattress under the boy before he plunged to the ground.
Is this a Warner Brothers cartoon?
Isn't this amazing? The couple called emergency responders after spotting the 3-year-old as he was about to make his fall in an L.A. suburb on Sunday.
Oh, no.
Wow.
They had already plucked him from danger by the time the rescuers arrived. Conrad and Jennifer Leiter, that's their name. They told a local TV station that they saw the child clamber out of an apartment building's 3rd-floor window and dangle over an alley from a cable.
Those parents, first of all, the first thing you should do is
Scares the
arrest
crap out of me.
arrest the parents of that child.
Yeah, scary.
They quickly set down the box spring mattress they had been carrying and positioned it as best they could.
So they were carrying a
They
mattress.
were carrying a mattress. That's what saved the kid's life.
Oh my God!
Otherwise, he would have been, Jack Splat. It would have been terrible.
Jack Splat? Was he a garbage pail kid?
He could eat no fat. His wife could eat no lean.
Prepare to have your childhood ruined. And you also,
Too late.
And you also might want to readjust that imagery, that imaginary list of deadly moves you have cataloged in the unlikely event that you ever get into a fight. Specifically, you'll probably like this, Oscar. You need to drop the crane kick.
Oh.
You remember the crane kick?
yeah.
What's the crane kick? Do you
It's
know?
like the Karate Kid.
I knew he knew
Yeah,
that.
Like this, right?
I knew when I picked this
Yeah.
story today, I knew that Oscar Santana would know
Yep.
about it. The Karate Kid superstar Ralph Macchio says the crane kick doesn't work in real life.
Ralph
Really?
Macchio, isn't he like 70 now? I think he was like 40 when he was the
He had a
Karate
great
Kid.
run.
Ralph was asked.
Ralph.
Was asked if the crane would work in a fight, and he replied, "quote Absolutely not. You can try it, and you'll get your lights knocked out. I think as soon as you put
God,
your
he
hands,
talks like he's 70.
he said, I think as soon as you put your hands away from protecting yourself, you're in trouble." Doesn't
That's a great point.
Doesn't that sound a little bitter, though?
Yeah.
That he's just pissed
But it
off.
all depends if you're on a pier or not. Because
Right.
if you're practicing on a pier,
Oh,
you've got to
piling.
hide-
You have to be on a
yes,
piling.
piling.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You know, what was the last high point of his career? Probably My Cousin Vinny. And then that's it.
Very sad.
It's been a while.
And now a little something, boys. On Sunday, 36-year-old Michelle Cooper was driving her Honda CR-V in Mercer County, Pennsylvania. We get stories from that part of Pennsylvania a lot.
I think it's far enough away from everything that things brew.
Well, here's the thing. It's Amish country.
It
and
is.
we get stories out of there. I think it's because the people that collect this crap, they like the Amish
Sure.
stories. Well, they spotted an Amish guy. He was on her tail in a horse and buggy. She says he was, quote, flying like a bat out of hell down the road.
Oh, no.
And when she stopped to turn at a stop sign, he went past her, and his buggy smashed into the side of her Honda.
Oh, my God.
Then he just drove off.
Of course.
I thought they were honest people.
Well, I don't know. They don't use electricity.
Well, he didn't drive exactly. Galloped.
Yeah.
Trotted.
Perhaps. Cantered.
Anyway, Michelle called the cops. They've classified it as criminal mischief and will try to track down the Amish guy. Try to track him down?
Yeah.
But they don't have a license plate?
No, I bet he has one of those orange triangles.
That's all they have. They don't have any real identifying info. It's going to be tough. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I know how you can do it.
How's that?
Follow the manure. There you go. There he is. Follow the poop. The horse dung. We'll take a break. Come back with the Audio Vault and Rob Spiewak right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Hey, this time of year is very special for me because I'm a huge baseball fan, and I like to go visit my family up in Boston, and I like to go see my beloved Boston Red Sox. And if you want to see a game or a concert as we get into the spring and summer, prime concert and sports season.
The best part of the year for it.
Getting the best tickets at the best price, that is difficult, but not with SeatGeek.com. SeatGeek.com is the best way for you to save money on all your game and concert tickets, and it's FREE free. They will search all the major ticket sites for you, and they will put them in one place so you can shop right there in one location, just like Kayak or Orbitz. SeatGeek even rates the tickets. You get the best value. You look for the green dot. That tells you you're getting an incredible deal. If it's a red dot, not so much. SeatGeek has real photos from seat locations so you can see exactly what your view will be, and SeatGeek does all the work with no extra fees. Start using this free service today and use our promo code to get $20 off your first purchase of $120 or more. Your ticket to every ticket. We love this website, and we love their app. They don't like us to talk about the app as much as the website, but I will tell you the app is fantastic,
You
too.
settle down, Mr. Man.
SeatGeek.com. Check them out. You will love them. Let's open up the Audio Vault for today. This is Thursday, March 20th, 2014.
As we get into the March Madness and all the bracket action, someone does this every year, and I love it. As long as Mike can stand it, here is every team in March Madness in 48 seconds. They sing them, you know. They rhyme. Yeah.
Aztecs, Lumberjacks, Minutemen, and Cavaliers, Blue Jays, Blue Hens, Jayhawks, Ducks, and Chanticleers, Cornhuskers, Shockers, Sooners, Cougars, and Flyers, Blue Devils, Sun Devils, Cardinals, Colonels, and Friars, Rams, Hawks, Raging Cajuns, and Gators, Buckeyes, Billikens, 2 Panthers, Tigers, Bearcats, Bruins, 2 Bears. Take a deep breath, we're only halfway there. Orange, Crimson, Cyclones, Golden Hurricane, Bulldogs, Huskies, Terriers, and Great Danes, Tar Heels, Volunteers, Cardinals, Spartans, and Jaspers, Mustangs, Colonials, Wolverines, and Badgers, Aggies, Cowboys, Wolfpack, Lobos, Longhorns, Broncos, Bison, Buffaloes, 2 Eagles, 5 Wildcats, that's it.
2 Eagles.
Write them down, get out your brackets. It's March Madness.
Speaking of that, now we're in the middle of the Audio Vault, and I don't have to pay as much attention as I did before. Can you please let me know what the American
commercial
University...
break, when they went to commercial break, it was a 2-point differential. From
Yeah, but they were still winning.
Yes.
They were still winning. All right. Speaking of a lot of information in a short amount of time, a nod to our good buddy Josh Spiegel.
Hey there, Spiegel.
Up there at 98 Rock in Baltimore City. He gives you everything you need to know about the Malaysian plane in 60 seconds. Did you know Josh has a channel on the YouTube?
I did not know that.
This is fascinating, and
awesome.
I love
Spiegel.
I love Spiegel, and this will bring you up to date. If you haven't turned on a newscast since March 8th, this is all you need to know.
It left Malaysia. It was going to China. It might have turned left or right, went south-north, might have been in the Indian Ocean. Maybe it's in Kazakhstan. Maybe it crashed. Maybe it landed. Maybe a UFO sucked it into the sky. Maybe it was shot down. There was a ping, 3 pings, no 5 pings. The engine sent data. Chinese satellite saw wreckage. No, it didn't. A plane was spotted flying. Maybe an earthquake caused the crash. No, not possible. Maybe it was a hijacking. No, it was an accident. North Korea stole a plane. The plane's hiding. No, it's too big to hide. Well, not if it's behind a cloud. It's all about triangulation. No, it's all along an arc, north to south. Focus on the islands. No, look toward India. India. That's where you'll find an answer. What about Pakistan? They have nukes. The ocean is 500 feet deep. No, 2,000. Is it over there? No, it's over there. What about the pilots? It was deliberate. The first pilot did it. The second pilot did it. One did a video about flying. No, it was a video about plumbing. The pilot was angry. No, he wasn't angry. He was disgruntled. No, he wasn't disgruntled. He was involved in politics. No, he wasn't involved in politics. He just went to a rally. The plane disappeared at 35,000 feet. No, 20,000 feet. 5, or was it 10? Look at a map of the ocean. Maybe the plane tilted to the left, then to the right, then landed, then took off. Maybe it didn't take off. Wait, the map's upside down. Maybe this is another Jimmy Kimmel stunt. All right, and far right.
Isn't that great? He did it in a minute.
That is great.
So thumbs up, Josh Spiegel.
Kinda says what it's all about. We'll be talking about that more on the bonus show this week about how obsessive these these cable channels get with this stuff.
My award for the best question about the plane disappearance goes to apparently a guy who asked a serious question. You know Don Lemon on CNN?
Yeah, Don Lemon.
He asks a question, could the plane have been sucked into a black hole?
A lot of people have been asking about black holes and on and on and on and all of these conspiracy theories. Let's look at this. Noah says, what else can you think about? Black hole, Bermuda Triangle. And then Deji says, just like the movie Lost. And of course, they're also referencing the Twilight Zone, which has a very similar plot. That's what people are saying. I know it's preposterous, but
Don Lemon is a little tired.
Well, listen.
Well, it is. A black hole is about, a small black hole would suck in our entire universe, so we know it's not that. Bermuda Triangle is often weather.
But she says, no, it's not a black hole, because if there was a black hole, it would suck in the entire universe.
What they do during the day on CNN, and I don't know if they do it so much at night because they watch it during the day.
Right.
They have a crawl with all the tweets coming into CNN.
Right, I've seen it.
So they'll read some of them off. And
so is he reading them?
Yes.
Oh, God. That's filler. That's no good, Don Lemon.
No,
yeah, but you have to, and we will talk about this during the bonus show this week, the obsession, especially with CNN.
Yes.
And the amount of people that they are bringing on board to cover this story, it is truly something to behold.
Let me move on to a topic that really affects us all. I know that everyone cares about the plane, but there are bigger things at play, Mike, and my new favorite celebrity feud of them all. Did you know that Eddie Money hates Kenny Loggins?
I did not know that.
That's so sad.
And it's a two-pronged thing. And one thing I did not know, there was a reality show, I think on MTV, where the kids of rock stars competed, and he says they finessed it because Eddie Money couldn't come to the finale, so they fixed it that Kenny Loggins' kid would win. And he's mad at Kenny Loggins about that, but he's also mad. Did you know that he sang backup on I'm All Right for Kenny Loggins?
Really?
I'll play it for you in a second. And it's obviously him, but he didn't get credit on the label, so he's pissed about that. But here is Eddie Money, not making a lot of sense, but talking about how he hates Kenny Loggins and that if they got into a celebrity boxing match, he'd kill him.
It could be a heartbreaking business. I thought that Rock the Cradle, she was going to win that thing, but the TV people found out that I was going to be on the road the last week, so they let Kenny Loggins' kid win it, and that kid was a bum. I'm not a big fan of Kenny Loggins, to tell you the truth. Remember that song, All Right Now? He never gave me credit for it. I sang the bridge, and it was a label.
The song's I'm All Right.
I know, he's not even close.
Remember that song, All Right Now?
Hey, we had a great time at that party.
That's a song by Freak, Eddie.
And Kenny Loggins, I mean, how small can a guy be that he divorces his wife and marries his therapist? Give me a break. I'll tell you the truth, I'll knock him out in 20 seconds.
Now, I never
Jesus,
knew
Eddie, bitter, angry
that
Eddie.
Eddie Money was on the same label as Kenny Loggins. It might have been Columbia. And he sang backup on I'm All Right. And if you listen for him, it's obviously Eddie Money.
That's him?
Yeah. I never knew that.
Do you realize that I was on the album, too? That's me that does the...
You know, Mike, there's some petty people out there.
Yes.
And we always say, let it go, man, let it go.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Here's
man's
my... Great song.
It's very sad when somebody
years ago.
is that long in the tooth and they still haven't gotten over it.
That's his main topic.
When did I'm All Right come out?
That's 1980?
A long
I think it was
long
80.
time
It was
ago.
the theme to Caddyshack. And
he calls his kid a bum.
I know.
It's
Hey,
terrible.
Hey, Kenny Loggins, your kid's a bum.
Kid's a bum. I'll knock you out in 20 seconds.
Now, the thing about the March Madness, do you realize that it affects people in many ways, even, Mike, even in the reproductive area?
Doctors have reported that more men are scheduling vasectomies during March Madness because the long recovery period lets them sit on the couch and watch all the games.
It's smart.
You know what? I'll just say it. It's probably for the best if those guys don't reproduce.
That is your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Thursday,
Thank
everybody.
you, Rob. We appreciate that. Time to get out of here. Hey, if you have any questions about technical support for the Mike O'Mara Show, contact our man, Matthew Bloom, Ponyboy, at MikeO'MaraShow.com. American University Eagles.
Down by 4.
Down by 4. You can contact him, Ponyboy, at MikeO'MaraShow.com. All correspondence for the show, send it to TMOS, Box 2796, Leesburg, Virginia, 20177. And remember, our official TMOS e-voice line is open right now.
When?
Right now.
Oh, good.
800-440-8167. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. And don't forget, a great bonus hour this week. We dive into a fascination with death. And we'll talk about whatever we end up talking about.
Nice.
Check out the bonus show this week on the Mike O'Mara Show. So long. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Wait, don't go. I need to tell you that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is perfect for all your online shopping needs. Shop the best way. Shop Amazon. And please go through our website, always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.